think everything's set up. I have this nagging feeling that I'm forgetting something, but we'll just plow on anyway. So hello internet, welcome back to our whatever series, food delivery boy or whatever. I kind of lost the thread in this series title. You know, we started as the plate armor delivery boy, and oh, why are you not? There we go. And of course, time progresses, armor progresses, things change, and we are no longer a plate armor delivery boy. So, what are you gonna do? I see our kite and arm guards are quite damaged. We really ought to take some time to do some inventory management stuff. Let me pull up my music. Oop. Guy fishing. Oh, that's incredibly loud for me. Turn that down. This is called Sky Fishing, this song. Is a pretty interesting name. Let's do some inventory management stuff. Let's see if we can repair our kite and arm guards. I don't think we brought chitin with us, which was a mistake. When we packed up, we've left so many important things back at our old base, which we will never be returning to. Why do I have adhesive bandages in my inventory? Where did I get adhesive bandages? I definitely don't remember having them, but okay. Let's tend to those. Do I have? Okay. Use the advanced inventory. Search for chitin, please. And search all surrounding tiles. Strands of endochitin. Well, that's bad because that's not what we need. And that likely means it's nowhere to be found in the vehicle. We'll step up and try again, but it seems really unlikely. We have endochitin. Check these sides, maybe. Yeah, no chitin. Okay. And we need chitin to repair it, don't we? How does one repair chitin exactly? I doubt it's the sewing kit. It might be. Miscellaneous repair kit. We can try that. I'm not sure. I don't think the miscellaneous repair kit requires an item for repair. We got a misc. Nothing. Tool pile. Yes. Misc. Repair kit. We might be able to just tape this bad boy together. Repair biosilicified chitin. You know, I remember being a kid and I saw the word chitin in EverQuest. There were items that were worth a couple gold that you could get early on from killing beetles and things, and some of them had the word carapace and some had the word chitin, and I didn't know what either of those words were, and I pronounced them wrong for most of my life. I used to say chitin, which is, you know, stupid, but I was like 12, and then, I don't know what I called a carapace, probably carapace or something like that. You know, it's funny, and I think we've talked about this before. When I was growing up, I learned a lot of words from books and video games, and didn't actually know how to pronounce most of them. And so I spent most of my life saying things wrong, like inventory. I used to say inventory, which made a lot of my friends laugh at me because I guess I'm an idiot. But yeah, I spent a lot of time in my life not knowing how to pronounce things because I would read a lot and play a lot of games, and you would see words like comestible, let's say, in NetHack, is an uncommon word. And I remember even putting that in school in a paper referring to something that you could eat. And my teacher said, you know, this is not a word. You're thinking of consumable. And I was like, no, I'm pretty sure, you know, NetHack has the term comestible. I think that's a word. It's just one of those things, I guess. Leather pants, survivor harness, travel pack. We should fix the travel pack, but everything else can wait. Did we sort the tailor's kit? I think we did. So let's check our tools pile. Tailor's kit. And then other things like historically I've spelled wrong because you see them in books and sometimes they would have British spellings. So like much of my life I have spelled things incorrectly as well. And I'm trying to think of an example, but nothing's coming to mind. There's one that comes up all the time and I can't think of what it is. But it has a U in it, the way that British people tend to shove U's in next to their O's. So we're extremely hot. It's summer day 1, and you can see our temperature is absurd. Now we did have this issue before in the opposite direction, so let's save here. Chat is surprisingly quiet today. Let's debug the weather again and see if that is a product of that bug. We'll go to map, change weather, yes, and we'll go to clear and see if that adjusts our temperature. It didn't, so this is likely just a product of being in summertime. Cataclysm, love the game, but has always had issues with what feels like inappropriate temperature changes. So you'll see, even though yesterday we were quite cold most of the day, one day later and we're getting 60, 70 temperature on our body parts, and I always really hated that immediate shift. That doesn't really make a lot of sense. We're so hot. This can't just be because of summertime. And again, there are some bugs with temperature right now. I don't know, it might be that. So let's lose the vest. We definitely should not wear a trench coat in the summertime. Everything else I would like to keep on my body, but we're incredibly hot on every body part. Legs are very hot. Okay. Lose the leather pants. It's not going to fix anything. We're so hot. And I think that this is just not correct. But let's empty these clothing items so we can still have access to these things. How do we do this? Unload. We'll unload the trench coat as well. It'll be cooler once we get down in the lab, but I'm a little annoyed at how hot we are. Let's not dwell on it. I don't want it to become me complaining about it for the next, 15 minutes. Let's eat and drink something as well since we're out here. I think we've been eating MREs, which is not the best way to gain calories, but who doesn't like beef brisket? So we'll drop some beef brisket MRE and cut this up. Yes, disassemble. Disassemble the dessert pack. Disassemble the accessory pack, and then just eat the entire contents. Beef brisket entree, 320, sure. Cracker, 600. 760, 900. We're satisfied. Okay. We'll drink something, but we've already eaten ourselves to the point of being full, so mess that up a little bit. Do I still have a gallon jug of tea somewhere? Doesn't look like it. Okay, so where would it put the empty gallon? Probably here. Gallon. Oh, we do have a gallon of green tea, but we'll make more since we're thinking about it. Yeah, we only have 3 portions left, and we're full now, so let's make some tea. This will give us a chance to stop being, bloated from our food, and it will also give us tea, obviously. We'll just make some black tea. A full gallon worth. Dispose of the mace. 8-Leg and Jackaholic say hello. Hello, everyone. Hello, old chaps. Pour, yes, into container, into the gallon jug. And now we have tea, and we're no longer stuffed. Weirdly, our thirst has gone away, which is a bit peculiar, but we'll go ahead and have some tea. And we will drop these here. I'm gonna keep the trench coat and stuff on me. Really worried about that temperature. You'll see we're even hotter now than we were just a few minutes ago. Including on our feet. Our feet are wearing one item. What are we wearing on our feet? We're wearing a pair of sneakers, but we have 61 heat on our feet. So this is obviously not correct. Oh, I'm sorry, we're wearing socks as well. 5 warmth, 20 warmth from sneakers. Sneakers are hot. All shoes are hot, I guess, but whatever. Let's get in the basement. That should help us cool down some. Now we're immediately in the negatives. What a bizarre temperature change we're experiencing. I don't understand. Including on our mouth. Our mouth has literally nothing on it. And we have a 42. Okay. It's just a hot summer day, I guess. Jack says, how are you doing, murder? I'm feeling a little sick today. Was gonna try to not mention it, because I always talk about my stomach issues, but feeling a little sick. Still annoyed with Etsy, as I was on Tuesday. They never got back to me, despite me submitting tickets and things. We can ramble about that a little bit. So, obviously quarantine is happening right now, and it makes sense that a lot of businesses are shut down or have minor, like minimal workers available. What doesn't make sense to me is that every company I have an issue with, when I try to contact them, they don't have support. And I don't understand that because, oh, that's right, we were raiding barracks and we need an item that can help us shuffle a lot of guns around. Let's go up and see if we can maybe make a big duffel bag or something. So Etsy, right? I contacted Etsy. You would think that working from home would enable you to still have people doing tech support and things like that. When I called my cell phone company to get some stuff worked out, I was like 130th in line because they only had one person doing all the work. And it's like, I don't understand why you can't do that kind of work from home. So I don't understand, because they immediately say like, oh well, you look, quarantine, so we're really limited on the people we have. But I don't understand that at all. Why? Your cell phone company, I'm gonna pop a can of tea here. Your cell phone company, you primarily deal with people through the phone. You don't have brick and mortars. This particular company doesn't have actual stores. So why would you lay people off doing tech support when it's quarantine? You would think those people would be working, as much as they normally would, because they probably already work from a call center or home. It's not that hard to transition to home, I think. So that's been a real issue. So like, it's been a couple days. Etsy hasn't gotten back to me. I'm a little annoyed by it, I'm not gonna lie. But I also don't think they're gonna be able to resolve my issue, because basically they're just gonna be like, hey, the order was canceled. We don't, like, all I want is a reason why. I just want to know why they canceled the order. Did my bank do it? Was it an issue with my credit card? Was it the seller who on Etsy decided at the last moment that they ran out of stock or something? Was it Etsy canceling it? I have a new account. Did they suspect I was a fraudulent whatever? I just want to know why, so that I can decide whether I'm going to deal with Etsy in the future. Like, literally what they say is going to affect whether I ever shop there again. Because if I contact them and they're like, oh yeah, your bank put a hold on it because it was a big purchase and you'd never shopped at Etsy before, so they were suspicious, whatever, then I'd be like, okay, that's, I'll go deal with that with my bank. But if it's like Etsy decided, hey, we don't, like, you're a new account, we didn't trust you, we thought maybe you were whatever, I might just never shop at Etsy again, because how do you do that to a new customer? Like, of course you're Etsy. That's why you're not more successful, is because if you're canceling people because they're new accounts. Anyway, this doesn't make sense. Moving on. We did get a mutation while we were crafting here. We got a mutation called infection resistant, and you feel something straining deep inside you, yearning to be free. That would be the slime mutation tree, would be my guess. Infection resistant, huh? That's pretty low impact for me. Particularly good at resisting infections. You have an increased chance for bad wounds and infections to heal on their own and only suffer reduced penalties from them. You'll see this temperature as well is absolutely being a huge issue for us, and I don't know how to fix this. And this is because we got genetically unstable in our previous episode. I could purify these things, but I thought it'd be fun to just let genetically unstable destroy my game, so we're just gonna roll with that. Anyway, I don't want to ramble about Etsy. So what's up, chat? Going to the village to your parents the whole next week. That's cool. Oh, for a whole week tomorrow. Okay. Pretty good and relaxing to work hard for some time. Worst part is I won't be able to watch Murder for that whole time. I mean, it's cool. Go have fun with your parents. Hopefully you have a good time. So we have a duffel bag now in addition to our travel pack. Let's go down and see if we can harvest guns from that. I'm hoping the duffel bag has like a huge pocket and that's it, like just one big pocket. Yeah, it does. So this should allow us to accommodate a couple of guns, I would imagine, in addition to whatever we can already carry. In fact, we dropped our mace earlier. We really ought to pick that up. Let's grab that really quick. Should be right here, I think. Yes, mace, grab that. Wield the mace, down we go. Okay. It's weird that it said we didn't have space for it because I just picked up this duffel bag, and a duffel bag can definitely hold a mace. In real life, I could definitely shove a mace in a duffel bag, but okay. I have an army duffel around here somewhere. It's huge. Let's drop down a couple of stories here. Celebrating your 5th year anniversary with your wife this weekend. That's great. Congratulations. At least you remembered it. That's a good first step. But hopefully you guys have a good time. That's nice. Where is this one? I guess we found 2 barracks, if I recall correctly. You hear shrieking. Yeah, I don't really care about that. Let's pop into these. That's right, this is the one with sewage. We are cold now, so we can put our clothes back on, which we really ought to be wearing anyway. Pretty terrible temperature things. I don't know how to feel about it. Grab this. We don't have enough. So even though I made a big ass duffel bag, maximum item length 21 inches. Are you serious? It's a duffel bag. 21 inches is like... That is the world's tiniest duffel bag? I wish they would... A quote, huge duffel bag is only 21 inches. That's real dumb. The duffel bag I have, like from the military, is like literally, I don't know, probably 3 feet, a little bit more than 3 feet. If I stood it up, it would be probably around my belly button. It's quite big, and I'm a tall man, so I'm really irritated this can only accommodate 21-inch items. And because of that, it just makes it like fucking impossible to transport guns. What am I supposed to do? I'm not going to pull them up one at a time. Super annoying. Really annoyed by that. I guarantee after this, I'm going to go on Discord and bitch about it. Moving on. Let's, where's the other barracks? We can at least take a look at the items and see if there's anything we should prioritize taking ourselves rather than trying to shove in a pack or whatever. What are you planning for your celebration? Yeah, it's a great question. What are you doing for your anniversary, Jack? I see a robot. What's your deal? A cleaner bot. The Ford Sanitron. Let's look at that thing. Not really what I pictured when I read about the cleaner bots. I actually pictured, do you remember Wally? That little tiny robot that had the little scrubber like between his 2 hands in front? That's what I picture when I think of a sanitation robot. Designed for cleaning up waste material in hazardous conditions. Okay, well, it's going to be something small, eating out, going for a ride somewhere to hang out, and then dinner in the evening, maybe some snuggle. Well, you did mention eating out. So, I once fitted a badass crossbow into a duffel bag. They really should patch it. Well, I think it was Levian Fiend said that there's a PR to add a bigger duffel bag. The problem is that this one is specifically referenced as being huge and then can only accommodate items that are like 1.5 feet long, which is just silly. So, like, I don't know. I know a lot of you are metric people, but like 21 inches is very, very small. In fact, how big is the mace? Just as a point of example, the mace is 31 inches, which is pretty sizable. It's almost 3 feet long. But yeah, I don't actually, it's like 2.5 feet, I guess. But like, it just doesn't make sense to me that it has such a small pocket when it's described as huge, and I think that that's a major issue. So Because we've been talking about the what is this mutation? Let's pickaxe in here. We might as well. Let's smash the lights first so we don't end up exposed. Like, you know, for the most part, there's another light here somewhere. Right here. For the most part, the item lengths have been great. Everything is like fine, and I like the item length addition, and I like that they're working to kind of standardize it and make it, you know, they're reassessing all these items, making sure they have the right length. What I don't like is that I had not thought about this exact situation where you clear, let's say, a gun store, or, you know, like a mall or like a clothing shop, anything that has large items, voluminous items. It's gonna make it virtually impossible to transport the things that you get. Obviously, in real life, if you found a store of guns, you would be able to throw a lot of guns into a simple duffel bag and just carry it out. But unfortunately, that's not really, doesn't work, as we've seen illustrated. So although I think the changes are good, I had not really thought about this specific situation, and it is negatively impacting my ability to do that. There is a light in here, but thankfully there's no turret. As always, there's barely anything in here. Purifier and purifier, so huge waste of time there. I do really wish they would address some of the spawn rates on mutagen. Purifier is definitely the most common type of mutagen material that I find. I almost never find standard mutations. It's always purifier. It is weird to see purifier serum. I guess that is pretty valuable, so that would be locked in a closet like that, because that's a very valuable, like, purifier serum is much harder to find than just purifier in its whatever form. Another barracks. We'll go in, but again, I don't know, I can't transport any of the materials we find. Mechanical whirring, yeah, is that from the robot? Let's just kill this cleaner bot to get him. Oh, you explode? I mean, it didn't deal damage to us. Cannot close the closed metal door. Oh, okay. Let's wait and see if we do hear mechanical whirring. So, most likely what that means is that there's a dispatch in here. And the dispatch can be extremely dangerous. I think we're just going to go for it because I don't really care about the character, but we'll see. We will try to have a good time. Great. Thank you both. Sure. They don't have internet connection at your parents'. Maybe you should construct a simple wooden cart to help you with the length problem. That will help us transport to the stairs. Oh, wait a minute. You can haul upstairs. Yeah, that's feasible. We could stash them in a simple vehicle, drag them to the stairs, and then haul them up the stairs, although we would need to haul them quite a distance. So that is a viable alternative, I guess. Do I go in here? First of all, wield the gun. Reload the gun. I don't have any 308. I dropped my 308. Let's go upstairs. I want a rifle for engaging a dispatch. The 308 is acceptable. I wish it had a bigger clip, but I don't really know what the HP on a dispatch is, so I would like to have that backup ammo. Are we still very hot? We are. I don't know. The more I've been playing lately, the more I've been feeling like maybe I should stop playing experimental. I feel like I'm constantly annoyed by bugs, and I never really felt this way before. But lately I feel like all I do is complain, and I don't like that. So we might end up playing stable in the future. We'll see. I usually update anyway because I like having access to features early, and because I'm, you know, one of the main content creators or whatever for the game. I like to be up to date so that people can see new features and things as they come out. Plus we do the update show, but like, I don't know, I'm starting to get really frustrated by some of these. I think it's just that this particular set of changes has been exceptionally annoying. Like the container items were a pretty big issue at the time, and the length thing is kind of a hit and miss issue. We're going to back up and hopefully let it come to us or into our vision range. Actually, flashlight. Oh, hello. You're a flashbang hack. It's weird that you're not angry at me. You're not hostile, but you release hacks anyway. I don't really care about the flashbang. Let's just try to shoot. It's gonna hit the flashbang. Turn off the light. Oh no, your ears ring. You are blinded. I would really like to throw... I don't have any flares or anything. I would like to be able to see it without it being able to see me, but just flip on the light. Take some shots at it. Try to keep an eye on whether it releases a hack or not. There's a good chance it could kill us if it deploys the wrong thing. You had to move. What are you? Flashbang hack. Not a concern. Ignore. Please with the aim. Weird that it's taking so long to aim when it's a gigantic robot. We're going to back off. We're going to try to trigger the flash. Oh, it went off on its own. Okay, I was going to say we wanted that to deploy and explode so that we can peek in and make sure there's not a second one. I've definitely walked in here before and had two dispatch in the same barracks. My parents have no internet in their village, is positioned between 3 communication towers. None of them reaches their house, so they have very little connection to the world. Is the next stable coming soon? Yes, within the next God knows how many months. They've already announced a feature freeze. We'll be covering that in our experimental Cataclysm video, which probably will go live tomorrow. I haven't recorded it yet. Probably will do that this evening unless something big comes up, then it'll go up on Friday. We got some C4 hacks, a flashbang hack, 10 grenade hacks. Oh, these are very heavy. They're 10 pounds each? Really? This is 10 pounds of C4 in one of these hacks? Okay. I mean, presumably not 10 pounds of C4, the metal housing and stuff itself. But I thought these were based on the things from Half-Life, which are very small. I don't need most of this. Give me the grenade. I can't even... Just give me all the grenade hacks. We'll run them upstairs and drop them in our vehicle. I don't think that they're very useful. I'm afraid to use them because the AI in Cataclysm is a little questionable. And I am fearful of the day where I throw a grenade hack and it just flies up and explodes in my face. We went from chilly to comfortable so fast after coming upstairs. This weather is already a huge issue. Purifier, grenades, and C4. We're going to hang on to the tarp and the pickaxe. I don't really need the adhesive bandages or multivitamins. Keep everything else, I guess. Let's favorite that X-Acto knife. Didn't I have a scalpel? What doesn't matter. Favorite the X-Acto knife. And we'll keep everything else for the time being. Favorite this as well, and the gun, so we stop dropping that all the time. Reload the gun, get our stamina back. Swap to the mace. We are now warm after being here for less than a minute, so that's exciting. Let's head back into the basement where we're not going to die of heat stroke. They are forced to walk into the field to have 3G. Watching Murder in the Field is an option. No, you should you should spend time with your parents and ignore me, would be my recommendation. Walking into the big hollow field with the phone in the night to watch streams in 480p, no thanks. Yeah, don't blame you.